Deputy President Paul Mashatile is in Jagersfontein in the Free State on a service delivery oversight visit. And you'll remember that this is where a mine dam wall broke open and 160 families were left homeless. Let's listen in.
The province is intervening to be able to ensure that that problem can be addressed by making sure that there are payments made to Bloem Water. They will then open the water, so that is underway. It's a matter of a few days or so to sort it out. But there's also a problem of disaster. Jagersfontein, that's where people were affected by mud from the dam, Jagersfontein Dam. So this area where we are, this is a show house. The mine has agreed that they will rebuild houses for the people. So this is a sample. We met with them this morning. They've made that commitment that they are going to assist because this is a disaster emanating from their dam. So they've committed. So we thought, let's come and see the work that they have now started to assist affected families. Government is also assisting. There are other short-term interventions to provide relief to people, like the old lady you see here. She needed trauma counseling. Some of them were physically hurt, and some lost their loved ones. So there's a lot of work that is happening. The Premier is bringing MEC for Social Development to help work with these communities. At the end of the day, we want the community to return back to normality. So we have deputy ministers who are going to be working with this community, working with those who will be delegated by the Premier. So I have with me Deputy Minister Fikile Majola from Trade and Industry and Competition, Deputy Minister Pakstow from COPTA, who had to rush to some other commitments. The reason why we have Deputy Minister Majola is that after we've intervened building the houses, we want to see local economic activity so that we don't put people in houses, but there's no local economic activity to benefit from. So he will be driving that. The Premier has already identified other projects like the solar project that can provide 6,000 jobs, the hemp farming. So there are a number of initiatives that will come, and that's the reason we had a meeting this afternoon with business people who have also committed to come to this area and invest. So this is just one of the beginning of our interventions in this affected areas, and we thought we should start here. We obviously don't expect that change will come overnight, but we have now started. And even with the houses, as you can see, the show houses here, they've now started with the project. So people should be able to return to their homes properly in the next 6 months and properly well settled. We will continue to monitor the situation through the work of the deputy ministers, working with the province and the mayors and the councillors in the area. That's really the purpose of our visit.
Thank you very much, SABC.
Rather, the project is stalling. 8 months later, we are seeing this show houses. It's about 6 of them, if not 3. And also there's a litigation process in place. Won't that affect the time frame that you are putting for yourself?
Well, you might have noticed that when we were meeting with the affected communities, their representatives gave us a memorandum. In that memorandum, they are saying they would like the Office of the Deputy President to appoint a project team that will work with them and also assist them to come back to the negotiations with the mining authorities so that they can resolve their differences. So sometimes delays are caused by the differences. As you know, you are correctly saying there is litigation. So we are going to try and mediate so that we can move faster to get people back to their houses.
Deputy President, one of the issues, as my colleague has mentioned, has been litigation, but also the fact that it would seem that the Jagersfontein Development Company didn't even have the proper licensing for the dam under the Department of Water and Sanitation. What responsibility will you be placing at the feet of the company for this mess?
Well, let me say that we are looking at all that. They did clarify to us that they are not a mine, but they are doing some services. They don't go underground and so on. So they get their licenses from the Department of Water and Sanitation. So we'll be engaging, the minister and the deputy couldn't come, but they are looking into that matter. Obviously, we want everybody who operates, whether a mine or services, to have proper licenses, and we're going to look into that. But what pleases us for now is that the company has not run away. They are here, they've come forward, we're engaging them, and we are going to make sure that they take full responsibility for what belongs to them. Fixing the houses, sorting out what has affected the community here. We as government will also play our role. And if we work that way in partnership, I believe that we will resolve the problem of this community sooner to make sure that they go back to normality.
Last question, ENCA.